Ave Regina, Mater misericordiae, vita dulcedo, estes nostra salve.
The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Glory to you, Lord. Great crowds were traveling with Jesus, and he turned and addressed them. If anyone comes to me without hating his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not carry his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Which of you, wishing to construct a tower, does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if there is enough for its completion? Otherwise, after laying the foundation and finding himself unable to finish the work, the onlookers should laugh at him and say, "This one began to build, but did not have the resources to finish." Or what king marching into battle would not first sit down and decide whether with 10,000 troops he can successfully oppose another king advancing upon him with 20,000 troops? But if not, while he is still far away, he will send a delegation to ask for peace terms. In the same way, every one of you who does not renounce all his possessions cannot be my disciples. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise. There is a popular saying which we use in life from time to time. It says, "No pain, no gain." I guess you know about that. It cuts across life. Military people use that a lot. I see sisters smiling because they use it too much. Oh yeah. Even those who do training, even the students here who do sports, who play football. I watched them the other day play football. You call that soccer, but it's football, They are good, But they will tell you during the training, no pain, no gain. You know what I mean? Even students too, when you study for test, for whatever it is, no pain, no gain. Even in the religious life, no pain, no gain. In married life, you know what I mean? In married life, no pain, no gain. It cuts across life in everything you do. That's our experience. And there's also another saying like that. It says, you win some, you lose some. You can't get it always. You can't get it both ways. Sometimes we want to get it both ways. It doesn't work that way. And so when Jesus Christ says, if you want to be my disciple, you have to renounce everything. He's not being selfish. He's not being wicked. He's only reminding us about the principles of life, which also applies to him, but in a very spiritual and powerful dimension. Remember, he looked at the great crowds traveling with him. Great crowds. I don't think anybody has ever pulled any crowd like Jesus' crowd. Remember, there was no microphone, but they follow him and they hear him. He was heading to Jerusalem. Maybe they were thinking he's going to be the next emperor. And he turned and told them, hey, if you want to follow me, so and so and so and so. You know what I mean? Today, Jesus Christ is telling us the same thing. He's looking at you right now and say, yes, I love you. I am happy you are following me. But if you want to be my disciple, not just a crowd following me, not just an entertainer you want to watch, not just a miracle worker you want to experience the miracle, not just to be a churchgoer, not just to be a Catholic in name or a Christian in name. He says, if you want to be my disciple, you must do so and so and so. First of all, he says, you must hate everything around you or everybody around you. That word could be very hard, but maybe I'll have time to tell a little bit about it if there's time. But the important is that renounce. Are we able to renounce everything for Jesus Christ? That's the message of today. Are we ready to renounce all for Jesus? You know, he says he should be our priority. And once we decide to love him, we'll be able to separate him from every other thing and be able to let go of other things that will be obstacle to our living out our Christian life. Anything that will be in the way of Jesus in our life, he says, are you ready to drop them for me? That's what it means. And like I said, we experience this in life every day. You choose something you love, choose something you want to do, you pursue it with all your strength. And that's where this adage comes in from the book of Deuteronomy chapter number 6. It says, you worship the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. You will love him. You will follow him. That's what it means. No divided attention that Jesus wants. He said, if you want to be successful anyways, if you want to be a successful disciple, that's all you have to do. And it is interesting that even Paul told us that even in the first reading. He said that love is all about everything. And that's the love of Christ he's talking about. Love of Christ. And everything about Paul points to that. He says, for me, as long as I have Christ, I will count everything as lost. Think about that. As long as I have Christ, I will count everything in life as lost. What does that mean? I'm ready to give up everything if it comes to that. As long as I am, as long as I gain Christ. You know, when you gain Christ, the loss, the pain is what you suffer when you lose other things. You know, it's not easy. That's what Jesus knows it's not easy. But we have to decide for him and to follow him. We need to accept Jesus' challenge of making ourselves total self-gift to him in commitment to true discipleship. That's what it means. We have to. Martin Luther said, not Martin Luther King, the Martin Luther of the 15th century says, a religion that gives nothing, that costs nothing, that suffers nothing, is worth nothing. In 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse number 24, David says, I will never give the Lord anything that does not cost me something. No pain, no gain. Remember? Apply it to Jesus. God bless you.
Regina Celi, letare, alleluia, qui aquam meruisti portare, alleluia, resurrexit sicut dixit, alleluia, ora pro nobis Deum, alleluia.